The crowned champions again. He claimed that 4-2 win over Angola. And DRC have traditionally had the better of Angola in international meetings. Playing their fourth group stage match today, their final group stage match. Kitambala down for Kabwit. Kabwit strikes Kinito on the boot and deflects away from goal. Neblu recovers before Matobo could reach it. A loss to Morocco, a draw with Kenya. Come from behind win over Zambia, but they need a win here, Angola, I remind you, if they are to stay in contention for a place in the knockout stages. And even then, the hopes of qualifying might seem slim. Morocco's victory over Zambia earlier today means that Morocco are now on 6 points in the group, 1 point behind Kenya, who lead on 7. Kenya with one fixture to come. That's against Zambia, who are already eliminated. Morocco play Democratic Republic of Congo on the final day. DRC, even with a draw here, would keep their hopes alive, but they would need to beat Morocco on the final day. Anderson down under the challenge of Basiala. Playing in Angola for the first time is Anderson. He was raised in Lisbon in Portugal, but he started playing in Croatia. He's played in France, he's played in Spain, he's played in Bolivia as well before signing with Rio Ave in 2021. He was then sent on loan to Petro Atletico, joined permanently in 2023, where he remains. Zalem. Really is one of the defensive keys, is Zalem. Balances the midfield so nicely. DRC, though, win it back. Look to explode down the wing. Athletic from Neblu. Kabwit ballooned the ball into the area. Horsey, round outside of Kayembe. Benny's making the run. It strikes Benny, but it comes right back to Horsey. Caporal is waiting for delivery now. Round Kokelea. Delivery in. And it's just gone cruising wide of the DRC goal. Anderson Cruz was waiting toward the back post, and Caporal was waiting for the delivery inside that 18-yard area around the penalty mark. And a blistering run down the flank from Horsey. Pedro Gonzalez knows its opportunity lost for the Palancas Negras. We'll see too. Small band of Angolan supporters. Kabwit lands on the end of one. He can strike. Miscues it completely. Kinito comes away with it, looks to run it out of his danger area. Under pressure from Kitambala initially, and now from Kabwit. Down under the challenge of Kabwit. Halfway through the opening half, and it's goalless in Nairobi. Angola dominating the possession in this tie, dominating the shots, dominating the corners, dominating virtually every statistic. But importantly for DRC, Angola do not lead. To look back at Kabwit's miscued effort as Angola break. Anderson again. Too, administrative issues meant he was unavailable for the first fixture for Angola. He was available for the second and third subsequently. Looking for the foul. Gets between the ball and his opponent. Draws the foul from Basiala. Another set piece in a dangerous area. Among those who stands over it. His style of play can vary. He sometimes plays box to box. He's often closing down attacks. But as I mentioned earlier, the one thing that remains stable is he gives freedom to his attacking players. Variation is good. It's very good. Opportunity for Vidinho, but the centre-back can't find the finish. got a gifted left boot. Variation nearly worked here. DRC under genuine pressure. I nearly didn't read that, much to the annoyance of coach Ngoma. Replaced Florent Benga ahead of the last African Nations Championship in Algeria. DRC had a very disappointing tournament, crashing out in the group stages for the very first time, failing to claim a win, failing to score a goal. Turned that around very nicely indeed. Victory over Zambia here after the opening day loss. Kaloji, Dombele. Wing again, using Kabwit and Matobo well on DRC. Here's Kabwit. Kabwit. Excellent bit of work from Vidinho. It's his tall frame in the path of the attempted cross to throw in on the far side to the Leopards. 2009, 2016 champions. There's Lolendo Mansanga. Stalwart fullback for AS Vita Club. Matobo was waiting for that ball to land on his boot, didn't get the chance. Orsi got his head in the way. Kayembe has it back though. He likes to strike from range. He hits it powerfully. Eddie Afonso puts his body on the line. Here's Kokelea. Off Caporal, who's back to defend. It's Eddie Afonso. Very intelligent player. He's picked up at under 17 level. Spotted very early. His ball control and his ability to open up the game was picked up very early up by one of Angola's legendary players, Miller Gomes. Got Eddie Afonso involved in the under-17 setup in Angola, and he's one of the few players who's played at every age group level for Angola. His international debut. Eddie Afonso before he actually played club football in Angola. At under 17 level, it must be noted. Just a little problem here. Free. Just going over to check. Signal is an elbow. Like Benny. See, it was feeding up to Benny. Kukulea. I don't think Kukulea knew a great deal about that. I don't believe it was intentional or malicious. There's Kukulea, the left back. Benny took a little bit of a knock. Approaching the half-hour mark. DRC coming back into this game, clawing their way back in little by little through the opening 10 minutes. The possession stakes favoured Angola by over 80%. Pasiala having a word with coach Ngoma. Benny back on his feet, not yet back on the park. Dombele, Lolendo, Kabwit, Dombele, to Fonge goes Kalonji, steers it forward, looking for Kitambala, who runs into Kinito. There's a big physical presence, Kinito, but Kitambala is taller and stronger. Referee not believing that contact would have seen Kitambala down and fouled. Caporal chases. Dombele keeps that under control nicely, but it's well won back. Angola had it for the briefest of moments. Here's Pasiala. Again, looking to spark an attack. Kokelea towards Kitambala, just over his head. Kinito shepherds that ball back to Neblu. Long-time servant of Angolan football is Neblu. Kitambala hoping to be a long-time servant of DRC football. He's already made some remarkable games for AS Manyama Union in the continental competitions, CAF Champions League. Impressive against Mamelodi Sundowns in particular. Club that would make the final. Former champions over the top. Matobo runs onto it. Inside, outside of Eddie Afonso. Matobo, can he find a finish here? Tight angle. Afonso's driven him wide. He's made the block as well. Matobo just can't get past his man. Eventually, the offside flag is on up. Half an hour has come and gone. Goalless it remains. Call. Afonso staying with Matobo the entire way, but he's a tricky customer, is Matobo. Scored the goal against Zambia that broke the 478-minute goal drought at Chan for DRC that went all the way back to 2020. Kokelea to Benny. Eddie Afonso recovers. Benny doesn't chase though. A little too strong. So just beyond the half-hour mark. Remains 0-0 between Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Match day 4 in Group A. DRC, Kitambala touching the back of his head. Kinito being spoken to. Heads. Comfortable for both players. Free kick DRC. Basiala stands over it. Now, will they go with a variation or will they try to go directly at goal? Neblu is fuming at his players. He wants a wall. Basiala chips it in. Punched away. Neblu doesn't clear, but he makes a fine save. Still alive. Kinito puts his body on the line to deny Cub with a goal. DRC scrambling, left fuming that they couldn't find the back of the net. Well, what a frenetic passage of play. And Neblu, while he couldn't get in the significant clearance first time round, he was able to make a fine save to deny Cubwit and DRC an opener. Matobo dispossessed. Kinito finds Eddie. Space for Gilberto. Usually operating down the left flank or in an attacking role, finds himself deep in midfield here. Kinito commits. Gilberto comes away with it. Cubwit goes down. Caporal back to Gilberto. And then a little too strong. Neblu, a moment ago. Basiala chipped it over the top. Neblu came, almost missed his punch completely. Ball trickled out towards Cubwit, who found himself in a bit of space, and with the ball at his feet, struck it very firmly indeed, but a wonderful recovery from Neblu to get up and make the save, and then Kinito putting his body on the line to deny Cubwit a follow-up. As the offside flag is raised here, returning from an offside position. I feel they've let a golden opportunity go. ball, again up towards Kitambala. Marshaled by Kinito, and the handball from Kitambala. These two having a very, very fine time, getting to know one another, playing very close proximity. Kinito and Kitambala. Free kick DRC. Tricky, pacey, creative attacking player, Roger Basiala. Taken quickly, ball in, steered away by Eddie Afonso, but Kokelea has it. Matobo back inside, Kayembe. Matobo in behind the defense. Rossi slips as he brings the ball under control. Free kick to Angola, says the referee. And Matobo asks why. Rossi, very important player for the strategy of Angola. Battle deluxe between these sides. DRC, they're not just participants, they're two-time CHAN champions. They know what it takes to navigate tournament football. Against an ambitious Angola inside. Gilberto has an element of ambition in that shot from outside the area. Uses high and wide. They've yet to lift the trophy, Angola. They did finish runners-up in 2011. That finish remains a source of belief. This may be a duel between past glory and rising ambition. It's the DRC assistant coach, Dauda Lupembe. Opening half, you can see that amongst Angola's strengths, it's their ball retention, their intelligent build-up play. There've been some very neat triangles, fullbacks overlapping, some patient probing as well before getting a few shots on goal. The blue with the apologetic hand up has had to play his part as well. Some good positioning and a fine save as well. Against the DRC side that is a little more direct than Angola. They've got the explosive wingers. They're very good and very quick in transition. They have an innate ability to turn half chances into goals. Can they do so here? Kitambala, packed away, it's still alive. Cut back, Matobo with a chance. And it's taking one for the team for Rossi. The offside flag is up. Angola are living dangerously. Democratic Republic of Congo very much on the rise. Their athleticism and opportunism getting them into positions to potentially strike. There's no offside there. This is where the offside occurred. Kabwit. Assistant referee for Ghana on the far side. Ronandadi. Gilberto. With a little touch, it's gone out of Kayembe, so Angola have the throw that Eddie takes quickly, finds Alem, who's brought down by Basiala. Free kick, Angola. Basiala is very accepting of the punishment, of the warning at least that's laid before him by the Egyptian referee. Rossi around the outside of two, gets away from Matobo and Kokelea, but he can't find the cross to a teammate. Gilberto keeps it in outside of the boot, and it's off the outside of Basiala's boots. Ifonge manages to claim. Malendo. Couldn't find Kabwit. Intercepted by Vidinho, and Angola have a few passes go astray. Neblu. Adilson Cipriano da Cruz, his real name, but he goes by Neblu. Good save to deny Kitambala a few minutes ago. 6'2" is the goalkeeper, but he's significantly shorter than the opposing striker, Jeff Kitambala, who tries to cross in now, but it hits Alem. For the throw. Good recovery from Alem. Good pressure from Kitambala. The Angola players, you may have noted, go by their nicknames rather than by their full names. As some countries are wont to do, particularly Lusophone countries. Free kick Angola. No harm done. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Deadlock has yet to be broken. 55 final third entries between the sides. 32 of those for Angola. DRC certainly growing in confidence. 17 shots at goal between the sides. Basiala. Just getting away from Basiala. We'll see, gets on the end of it. As Benny got the critical touch. Kabwit is chasing him. Back in towards Benny. He tries the return ball, but is picked up by Kokelea, who's got Kabwit in front of him. Looked to cross. Alem gets his boot in the way, and it'll be a throw to the Leopards on the near side of the park. Kokelea. Santelo Lepopo man. Miche, Kokelea toward the back post. High for Kitambala. Kayembe goes down. Referee says nothing wrong. Vidinho and Kayembe came together. Ball on the halfway line. Dumbele towards Kitambala. Kinito will get on the end of this one. Gets away from two. Back to Anderson. And free kick Angola. Nodding it back in towards Kayembe. Follow through. Just racked his leg around Vidinho. Minutes to go to half-time. Rise up in 2011 Angola against the inaugural champions in 2009, who claimed a second title in 2016. Looking to keep their hopes claiming a record third title alive in this tournament. They're doing so with a very fresh team, DRC. Much change from the last edition. Most of players from DR Congo, the Eagles, who claimed a first Linafoot title this season, the league title in DRC. Broke the domination of the Lubumbashi Giants, TP Mazembe, and the Kinshasa Giants, AS Vita Club, who've shared the league title between them since 2009. Benny. Ossi, forward to Gilberto. Aguinaldo waits, Caporal wants it as well. Nicely read by Kayembe, returning from a defensive midfield role. That'll be a throw to DRC. Right near their own corner flag. Gilberto, one of the trickier customers. Man of the match in the 1-1 draw with Kenya. Very experienced, very respected. Angolan international for a long time as well. He was a standout at the last edition of Chan and was one of the key players for Angola in their run to the quarterfinals at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Most recently, here's Eddie. Not too often Eddie Afonso gets into a position to shoot a goal, but he has a slightly miscued effort here. Needs to fly back to his defensive position though. Here's Kalonji. Ndombele Nikamishe, the elder statesman of this DRC squad. Blue. He should be waiting with the ball at his feet. No pressure from any DRC players. Cross to Vidinho. Only 1 minute of additional time as we hit the 45-minute mark here in Nairobi at the Moi International Sports Centre. Kinito is a long way out of his centre-back position. Returning from an offside position. Indirect free kick, Angola. Angola through Benny, bursting, shot taken, pulls it slightly. Angola continued to play while DRC have a player down. There on the turf. For the Palangas Negras, it's a must-win situation. Morocco's victory over Zambia means two things. That Morocco are now above Angola in the group standings, in second position in Group A, behind group leaders, the co-hosts Kenya, who have 7 points. Morocco 6, Angola have 4. They need a win today in this, their final group stage match, to keep their hopes of advancing alive. For Democratic Republic of Congo, a loss would see them eliminated, but a draw would see them in with slim chances. They would need to beat Morocco on the final day, however, to advance to the knockout stages. Gilberto, Benny, Caporal having a meeting at the Brains Trust in the middle of the park. Play to get back underway from a goal kick to DRC. With that, the end of the opening half. It's been a very, very entertaining opening half. It's yielded no goals, however, despite the efforts of both sides. Nearly 20 shots at goal between the teams. 8 of those on targets, but no goals. Some fine saves from Ifonge and the Blue in their respective goals. Angola and DRC goalless at half-time in Group A. Angola with a little huddle in the middle of the park. DRC gather in a huddle as well. Caporal hasn't seen quite so much of the ball as he would have hoped for an Angolan side that dominated the possession stakes in the opening half. Kabitz and Matobo, the two wingers, arm in arm as they make their way from the pitch towards the change room, where they'll have their half-time talk, tactics to be discussed. And might they change strategies in the second half? Statistically, how they lined up against one another, Angola and DRC. Angola dominated the possession stakes, 11 shots to 8. 8 on target between the sides, 5 from Angola, who completed over 200 passes with an accuracy of nearly 85%, less so from DRC. Some disruptive play from Angola's midfielders, most notably causing that. 11 fouls from Congo, a high count, only 3 for Angola in the opening half, but it's been a very well played game, not overly physical, certainly not in any way malicious. No yellow cards, no red cards. Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo met in a Group A fixture of massive significance in the TotalEnergies African Nations Championship of 2024. Angola needed a win to stay alive in the competition. They came out with ambitions of scoring an early first goal. Caporal with a shot after some decent work down the left flank by Anderson and Gilberto. Benny then sealed a little bit of space, looked to make full use of it, forced Brudel Ifonge into a fine save, carrying it over his crossbar as Benny struck very firmly from range. And that would be the first of 2 saves in relatively quick succession for Ifonge, in which he forced the ball over his crossbar. The next would come to deny Caporal after he was teed up by Horsi, playing down this right flank into the centre. Caporal looking to become leading scorer in this tournament. He's on 2 goals with a host of other players. Couldn't beat the Congolese goalkeeper on this occasion. DRC had chances of their own. Mika Miche, DRC captain, struck true on target. Zambala and Kinito, clash of heads, free kick to Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Leopards nearly found something from here. Neblu couldn't get a full punch on it, but made a fine save to deny Kabwit before Kinito put his body on the line to deny Kabwit a follow-up shot at the Angolan goal. It all got a little untidy for Neblu, but he made up for that uncharacteristic error by making a fine save to deny that man, Kabwit. Basiala then chipped one over the top. Kabwit there again, laid it back for Kitambala, who hit firmly. But again, Neblu to the rescue, diving to his left. Over the top in the closing stages, Eddie had the chance to take a shot. And that would be the final opportunity to score. No goals in the first half. Goalless at the break between Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo. 45 minutes for Angola to find a victory that they need to keep themselves alive in this tournament. For DRC, a draw good enough to keep themselves alive, albeit with slim hopes of advancing. They would need a victory on the final day against fellow two-time champions Morocco if they are then to secure a place in the next round. Zambia, the only side already eliminated from Group A. Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo fighting for places here. Kenya, who didn't play this match day, this is their round where they sit out, find themselves leading the group on 7 points, undefeated.